The National Assembly's Defence, Intelligence and Foreign Relations Committee has questioned the laxity of the government in pursuing suspected militia from Ethiopia linked to the disappearance and killing of over 40 people in Todonyang, Turkana County. The Defence Cabinet Secretary Soipan Tuya, who appeared before the committee, however, said the ministry could not investigate the matter as it was being handled by the Ministry of Interior. Emmanuel Toh reports.
It has been 6 agonizing months since heavily armed suspected Dasanech militia from neighboring Ethiopia ambushed Kenyan fishermen at Lopei Mukat and Natira areas on Lake Turkana along the Kenya-Ethiopia border near River Omo, leaving a trail of death in their wake. Over 40 people were later reported missing and believed to be dead, with only 2 bodies recovered from the scene of the incident so far. Another similar attack will follow later. However, about 180 days on, there's still little action or progress from the government to pursue the attackers and bring them to justice. Tuesday, members of the National Assembly's Defence, Intelligence and Foreign Relations Committee putting the CS for Defence Soipan Tuya on the spot over inaction from the military.
There was no protest, there was no letter whatsoever to the Ethiopian government. A country invading your own citizens and we are keeping quiet is not fair.
The incident took place within our internal waters in Lake Turkana, and therefore making the involvement of the Kenya Defence Forces very limited.
The mandate of protecting waters, we're talking about waters at the border, not waters within the country, because that is no problem.
The MPs are now calling for speedy intervention by all the relevant ministries in government to bring closure to the more than 40 families still crying for justice.
I get the feeling that perhaps the state does not care so much about the people of Turkana. They're not considered Kenyan enough.
But the border points that we are talking to are of high priority for establishment of forward operating bases and barracks.
This committee too will need a report on the issues that we have raised and what will be tabled, because that's an extremely serious issue.
The situation in Todonyang remains tense as the residents await action from the government. Emmanuel Toh, Citizen TV,